thing in the AFC North. This game could potentially be the winner of the AFC North. So the question is, does the winner of the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Baltimore Ravens, this Week 11 game at 1 o'clock East Coast time at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, does the winner of this game win the North? Now, the AFC North is consistent of 4 teams. You have the Cleveland Browns currently at 2-7. I think the winner of this division has to get probably 11, if not 12 wins to win this division. I think that race is that much tight, right? Cleveland Browns sitting at 2-7. If the Cleveland Browns win out, they get 10 wins on the season. They have the Steelers twice in 3 weeks, and then they play the Chiefs and then the Ravens to end the season. There is no way the Cleveland Browns are going to win this division. No way, no how. 10 wins in the last 9 weeks, not going to happen. It's not going to happen, right? The Cleveland Browns are done. You can write them off. Cincinnati Bengals, they're sitting at 4-6. This is a team that my man John, a pigskin pundit himself, was all about the Cincinnati Bengals. He thinks they're going to win out and they are going to win the division and make a playoff push or even a wild card push. When you look at the Bengals, right, they have 3 divisional games left. They play the Steelers twice and then they play the Cleveland Browns. This week, they have a playoff type game versus the LA Chargers on Sunday Night Football. This is a playoff or bust type of game. This could make or break their entire season. And then they have a couple easy games versus the Cowboys and Titans. Should be nice little W's in the win column there. But then they play a Broncos team that will be battling for a playoff position in this particular point. So the Bengals have 7 games left. They would probably need 6 wins out of the 7 for them to have a chance to win the division. I think they're done. I think you can write the Bengals off. You cannot beat the Steelers twice. You cannot beat the Browns. Probably not. The Chargers, a tough game. The Broncos are going to be a tough game. They have a tough way, right? And even they make a push, they would be a one and done in the playoffs. I understand you still have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, but I think the Bengals are done. Giving us a 2-horse race, right? Comes down to this week, right? Ravens versus Steelers. Winner take all. Not so fast, baby. The Ravens are sitting at 7-3. They are already 3-0 in the division. Following this game, they have the Chargers and like Eagles. And then they have the Giants. And then they play the Steelers again at the Texans, and they end the season versus the Browns. So they got 7 games left. 11-12 wins the division. So they have to win 4 of the last 7 or 5 out of the last 7 to win the division. Very, very good chance that they can win 5 games to end the season. Very, very good chance. Then you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, 7-2. They have all 6 of their division games left, 5 after this game, right? Outside of that, they do play the Eagles and Chiefs. They do have 3 games in 10 days versus the Eagles, Ravens, and the Chiefs. Eagles and Ravens are both on the road. 8 games left and left in the season for the Steelers, 11 or 12 wins. I don't see the Steelers getting 4 or 5 more wins to end the season. So I think it is the Ravens' division, obviously, to win. So if the Steelers do win this game, obviously they would have the head up. But I think it's still the Ravens' division to lose at this particular point. So winner take all of this game? Nah, it doesn't matter. I think the Ravens are the front runner in the AFC North, and I think the Ravens probably do take it by 12, if not 13 wins. The Steelers are going to be an 11, 12-win team still a dangerous playoff team, but probably not winning the division, and that's good for them. A little underdog roll, a little bit of underdog roll. MVM 1978 says Falcons must win in Mile High. They must. It is a big win for them. My man Danny Hawkers in the chat says afternoon came just in time. Close game, 31-34 Steelers. Yeah, I said it. Listen, Danny, I think the Steelers are going to win this game as well. I don't think it's going to be a shootout, 30 points plus. I think it's going to be a grinded out game, 17-10, 13-12 type of score. It's going to be a low scoring game, I think. Low scoring game. My man James Chambers in the chat with the WRA Tower YouTube page. He says Steelers win, Ravens may go on a 3-game slide. And to be honest, James, that would not shock me one bit. It would not shock me if the Ravens do go on a little bit of a slide, right? Because they do play the Steelers, the Chargers, and then the Eagles in 3 weeks in like in a row, and then going into their late season bye week. It would not be out of thought, out of reach at all if they go on a 3-game slide. So good observation there. Monday Night Football out LA, and then Sunday afternoon game versus the Eagles.